Okay, hello. Welcome to another Get Ready With Me. I have been doing a lot of Get Ready With Me's, but I really just feel like I want to continue to do them. So here we are. I feel like chatting a little bit, using some different stuff. I have a look in mind that I really want to do, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to, shockingly, start with primer. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I think I've talked about this before, maybe in my last Get Ready With Me, but I actually really enjoy this, and I would buy this over the traditional putty primer probably like every time. I don't know, I just like the application method a little bit better. I like the formula a little bit better. It's obviously a little bit less thick, but I still feel like it primes the skin really nicely for base makeup and hydrates, and I don't know, I'm really a fan of this a lot. I also want to use, this is the Primark Get the Glow Radiance Boosting Liquid Highlighter. I don't know if there's a shade, but my friend Katriana sent this to me. I've used it once under makeup and I want to use it again. Oops, this is a lot, I think, but it's technically a liquid highlighter, but I did just put it all over my face last time, and I don't know, I like the way it looked, so I'm gonna do it again. My skin has been so bad recently. Like, I think it's probably the worst it's been since I was a teenager in like 10 years, pre-Accutane. And for foundation, I'm going to use the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation in the shade 102 Fair Porcelain. Oops, oh my god, I hate these. Just put a pump on it. Maybelline, just put a fucking pump on this foundation. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, maybe, I don't know if you would like me to talk about the brushes that I use. Maybe I'll be a little bit better about that. This is the Peaches and Cream PC19. But anyway, yeah, my skin, I don't know why. I was not doing the best in terms of keeping up with my skincare, but it's been that way for like the last year. Like, I haven't been doing a lot. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, it's mostly because I didn't want to spend money on skincare. But it wasn't really that bad, and then I don't know what happened in the past couple months. It's just been like horrifically bad, and it's not even the acne itself that's annoying, but then it's just like scarring, physically like hyperpigmentation, and then also like physically scarring my skin, like causing indentations, which I hate. And so I'm trying to just figure out, I bought all my skincare back, I bought all my exfoliants, and I think that is kind of what my skin was wanting, is just like to be exfoliated. So I'm hoping that it gets better, because it's also like I've had acne issues for so long that it doesn't super bother me. Like, it just is what it is. I've never had good skin, except when I was on Accutane. I've never had good skin. It's always been an issue, and I'm used to seeing myself with a ton of acne, so I've never been super self-conscious about it, but it's gotten to the point where it's just like so, like, especially on my neck. Now I have foundation on, and honestly, these lights, like my ring light, will cover or like not show accurately. Maybe I'll put a clip in of like in low lighting my skin without makeup or anything, but it's just been like really bad, and I have started to feel a little bit self-conscious about it. And I'm just like, it's just not what I need. I don't want to have to be dealing with all of this shit. So that has been super annoying. For my brows, I'm going to use this Pink Honey Brow Glue and brush this through my brows. I really like this product, even though I'm pretty sure it's basically just soap, but I also really like the convenience of having it in this little jar. I'm going to put some lip oil on. This is just the Makeup Revolution one from Halloween. I'm going to prime my eyes with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Amplifying Eye Primer. I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer right in the inner part of my eyes. By the way, this is the Peaches and Cream PC23. If you can hear my roommate's Christmas movie that she's watching in the kitchen, she's making apple crisp, so there are noises. I apologize for that. Okay, now let's get started on the eyes. I have an idea, and I think I'm actually, I don't know if this is bad to do or not. I'm gonna use mostly the Blend Bunny Primal palette and the Blend Bunny Surge palette, which both are discontinued. And for that, I really apologize. I don't know why they discontinued the Primal palette. I'm really sad about it because I love it a lot, but anyway, what are you gonna do? So I'm going to first start out with a black. Basically, I want to do a rounded eye that goes from like purple to pink to orange. Very seasonally appropriate, but I don't know, I had a vision and I want to do it. So from the Primal palette, I'm going to start with the shade Nocturnal, which is just a matte black. And I'm going to take this and stamp this in my outer corners and through my crease, not winging it out, just keeping it rounded, but really, I always say this and I always bring it up too high, but I want to keep it low. Like I want it to just be in my crease. Okay, and then I'm going to take the shade Instinct, which is this dark purple. And I want to split my eyes basically into 3 sections. So I'm going to just blend this in my outer corner basically. And then the middle is going to be pink and then the front is going to be orange. I'm placing this over the black and blending it out slightly. And then from the Surge palette, I'm going to take the shade Taboo, which honestly I use so fucking much, this shade. I'm going to do the exact same thing. It just in the center of my crease. This is the next issue though that this is actually perfect, I take it back. Now I'm going to take the shade Huntress from the Primal palette and do the same thing in the front part of my crease. And then I'm going to go into the Surge palette again and take the shade Stay, which is this mid-toned purple, and blend out the purple part of my eye. And now I'm going to take the shade Maybe from the Surge palette. It's times like these when I really see the appeal of shaving your brows, because they're just right in my way. I don't think I could, because for the times that I don't wear makeup, I want my brows still, but I really get it. And then I'm going to take the shade Untamed from the Primal palette. And do the same thing. And then I'm just going to go back in and blend with the deeper shades and just make sure everything's blended into each other. And now from the Primal palette, I'm going to take the shade Winged. I think my camera is going to die. And then blend out the edges of the purple. Now I'm going to take the shade Nectar from the Primal palette and blend out the pink. Then I'm going to go into the shade, I think I'm going to take the shade Power, actually. Dip into this little neon shade from the Surge and blend the orange out with this. Okay, so I cut my crease. I just blended a little bit in the outer corners, and now I've picked out the shades I want to use in my lid. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do like one shade or all, but I think I'm going to do purple, orange, and pink. So the shades I've chosen are the shade Oracle from Shine by Esty. This was in collaboration with Monica Jones and Bizarre Volta. The first collaboration, I didn't buy the second one because I couldn't afford it. And then I have the shade Twinkle by Shine by Esty, which I think I'm going to use as well. And then the shade Daylight. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with this. Okay. So first though, I'm going to take some NYX Glitter Primer. I just cut my crease with concealer, by the way. And I'm just going to put this over the blank space on my lid. And I'm going to start with the shade Oracle. This is honestly one of my favorite shades in my collection. I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. It's not looking that spectacular right now. I'm not entirely sure why. But I will intensify it with my finger, and I know that will bring it to life. The glitter primer, I might not have put enough. Anyway, and then I'm going to take the shade Twinkle, which actually I forget how strong of a green reflect this shade has. And then the shade Daylight. Okay, then I'm going to quickly do that on my other lid as well. Okay, and so now I'm going to take all of these shades, Oracle, Twilight, and Daybreak, and remember what shade is on what finger, and intensify these on my lid. I really love the way this turned out so much. And then I'm going to take the shade Hidden from the Noctilucent palette, just a white, a matte white, and highlight my brow bone. I don't need to really clean up anywhere, I don't think, around my eyes, because it's pretty, like, I'm going to do a rounded shape anyway. So for concealer, I'm just going to go right into it. Maybe I'll zoom out a little bit. For my base, I'm going to use the NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer. And make sure that I don't have eyeshadow on my fingers before I put it all over my face. I actually don't have that much followed. I'm surprised. How are you guys doing? I am doing okay. I feel like there's been a lot of stuff going on in my life that I haven't really talked about because I've been trying to catch up on content, and then I don't know, I just haven't known what to say really in my videos or anything. But basically I think it's probably been like pretty easy to tell. I've been going through a lot this year. I went through a really big breakup, which I think I never formally really like addressed, because it was just really difficult to talk about. But my girlfriend and I of 8 years split up like a while ago now. It's been like well over 6 months, and it was unexpected for me. So it was really like one of the most incredibly difficult things that I've ever had to go through, in like such a big way. And I honestly just wasn't really able or in the mood really to talk about it on my channel. I think I mentioned it on Instagram a couple times, but I've just been like because I was trying to like keep myself busy and like do stuff, I didn't have the time to like film YouTube content. I was out of the house all the time, and I didn't have time to film or edit. So I wasn't even like really doing YouTube stuff anyway to talk about it, and then when I was, I didn't really feel like talking about it. Recently I started seeing someone new, and it's been going really, really well. However, I said I would never do anything like this again, but they are away for until probably May, traveling. So it's not that we're really on a pause, but we're not really like in a committed relationship, you know? It's like we're kind of like gonna assess how things are when when she gets back. So it's been like odd. It's been like a lot for me to process, to be honest, because we met and then things moved really, really quickly, and then she left for a long time. So yeah, it's been like honestly nice for me to like kind of dive back into YouTube again, because it's honestly like the best distraction, and I just have missed makeup so much, and it's just been like a rebirth in a way for me, and I feel like really inspired again, which I wasn't feeling for like so long. Oh, by the way, I just spot concealed with my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Now I'm going to contour using the Danessa Myricks Balm Contour. But what was I saying? Yeah, so it's been like a weird year for me. It's been a weird like little like time in my life, and I honestly haven't known what to say, because it feels like so much has been going on and everything has been changing so much that it's like I can't do a life update, or I can't do a life update because my life changes so much in like such short amount of time, it seems. And anyway, but the thing is that I'm feeling happier than I have in a long time. I'm still struggling with a lot of stuff. I also recently, not so recently at this point, but it feels recent, lost my grandpa along like kind of around the same time that I was going through my breakup, and that's been like a really, really difficult thing for me and my family to go through and process. And so this year has been like mostly really, really incredibly shitty for me in just like so many ways, and it's been like really hard to kind of get through a lot of days and go through the motions. And I'm glad that instead of feeling like an overwhelming thing again, doing makeup and like posting content and stuff on YouTube and Instagram has been like a really nice way for me to kind of like unwind and be creative again and engage with other people. So now I'm going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand Contour in the shade Light Medium. Anyway, my camera cut off, so I can't remember what I was saying, but basically it just felt like really overwhelming. Where's my brush? In a lot of ways, for a lot of the year, to think about like having a consistent like filming and posting schedule, and I'm not where I still want to be, but I feel like I'm back and I have the time, and it really brings me so much happiness, truly. And I missed everyone. I've missed interacting, I've missed creating, I've missed talking to you guys. I'm still not the best at responding to comments. I have to work. It's not that I don't want to, it's just my executive dysfunction. But hey. And then for cream blush, I'm going to use one of these PLouise, the Cheek of It liquid blushes that Catriona sent me. I can't figure out how to use this. Oh, you have to stamp it really aggressively, apparently. This is the shade Strawberry Sunrise, which I think might be a little bit too warm toned. It could actually work though, but I want to see the other one. That looks like a cool toned pink that I might also be interested in using. I don't really understand this dispensing mechanism. Okay, well I really hate the way that this dispenses product. I wish that you would just squeeze it and it would come up. But it feels like you have to really put in a lot of work. Actually, I take it back. I think I do want to use the Strawberry Sunrise one. It takes so much work to get product out of these blushes. That I'm not a fan of. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so this is officially the PLouise, the Cheek of It liquid blush in the shade Strawberry Sunrise. And I think I'm going to just tap this on my face because it seems to be kind of the only way to do it. But that would not be my first choice. I wonder if I can, no. Unscrew this? No. It's a matte finish for sure. It's not dewy at all. And seemingly dries like pretty quickly. It's a really beautiful shade though. Look at that. Okay, now that I've activated it, it looks like you can kind of squeeze it and the product will come out. But I don't like this. I feel like it should just be like easier to use. I don't know. I don't want to have to work that hard for my blush. Oh, it's supposed to be a heart. Okay, maybe you just have to like warm it up a little bit. Like kind of just start squeezing away. Okay, now that I've warmed this product up a little bit and like actually it's coming out of the applicator and stuff, I actually do like it. A little bit of a learning curve, but it's really nice. It's thin, it's very buildable, which I love, and very bright, and I love the color of it. I love the tone of it also. So I'm convinced now. I'm looking forward to using this more. Okay, now I'm going to just do my powder off camera because it's not exciting. I'll tell you what I use and then I will be right back. Okay, so I did my powder. As always, I use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, the Sephora Microsmooth Multitasking Baked Face Powder, and the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light. Now I'm going to use the bronzer that I always use, which is the NYX California Beamin bronzer in the shade Free Spirit, because it's the bronzer that I'm trying to pan, which I am generally being successful at. For setting spray, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Sport Fix Lasting Hold Fixing Spray. If you don't like setting sprays with like alcohol in them that are mattifying, you won't like this, but I actually think this is another really good drugstore setting spray that actually does make a difference in the like lasting power of your makeup, which I think makes sense. If there's like alcohol in it, obviously it's going to be like a little bit more drying, but I don't mind that. I have oily skin. I don't find that it irritates my skin at all or anything like that. It just makes my makeup last longer, which is nice. So it's gonna be for some people and it's not gonna be for others. What highlighter do I want to use? Maybe I will use this Glamlite and GhostFace highlighter because it's new to me and it's pinky toned. So let's use it a little bit. I'm gonna use this top one, which is the pinky toned one. I've really been enjoying this. It's like medium level sparkly, so it's nice. For powder blush, I'm going to use the Blame It on the Blursh palette that Catriona also sent me from Made by Mitchell. And I'm either going to use the shade Rose or Think Pink. Maybe Think Pink, because I can't resist a hot pink blush, but Rose is a little bit more warm toned. No, I'm going to use Think Pink. This one has like shimmer in it. I've used the shade Hint of Innocence, which is fully matte. This one has a little bit of shimmer. I don't know if that's going to translate into like being actually glowy though. Okay, for time saving purposes, I'm just going to do I'm going to do the base of my lower lash line, and then I might add something else, but we'll see. we'll see. For now, I'm just gonna do the exact same thing I did on my top lid. Hello. Okay, so I hopped off camera. I did my lower lash line. I did freckles. I did my brows. And also I did this little line on my eyes using the PLouise Acid. Oh, PLouise in collaboration with Made by Mitchell. It looks like Acid Rain cosmetic paint in the shade Ibiza, which is like a pastel purple. It's so pretty. I'm really happy. I love the way it all plays together, honestly. And really the only reason that I came back on camera is because I want to do my inner corner. I'm going to use the shade Lucent. This is from Shine by SD from the Dynasty Series 2, but I believe it is getting discontinued. I bought this on sale, but it's like a bright yellow. And I think it's gonna look really good with this look. So, it's a multi-chrome technically. I think it has orange in it as well. But I feel like it just complements everything. It's giving sunset, so. I contemplated doing shimmers along my lower lash line, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Actually, this is kind of making me feel like the only thing I might do is take the shade Potent from the Primal palette just on my finger and tap this over the orange just to help blend that inner corner shade a little bit more and help it fade into my lower lash line. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm going to hop off camera, finish up the rest of my face, and show you the finished look. Okay, and this is the finished look. I am so in love with it. I cannot even handle it, to be honest. I did these little arrow things on my face. Honestly, I just use liquid lipsticks because I don't really have any type of like liner situation, like water activated liner. I don't have that, so I have to make do with what I have. I use the Annabelle Big Show matte liquid lipstick in the shade Flirtatious for the pink, and then this Wet n Wild's liquid catsuit matte lipstick in the shade Blood Bank for this orange one. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video getting ready with me. It turned out different than I expected, but in like the best way. I'm so happy. I just am so happy to be back and being creative with makeup again. Oh my goodness, I just love it so much. And yeah, I didn't talk as much as I thought I was going to, so maybe in my next Get Ready With Me I will chat some more. But I mean, there's like a little bit of life updates in there, but then I just got distracted because I was like too focused on doing my makeup. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it regardless, and I would love to see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.